Good evening, people and peepettes. It's just your madman. Hope everybody's well and good. Hope you've had a nice day. It's been quite warm again. A little bit of a breeze. As always, a big thank you to everybody that likes, subs, comments, whatever. I do try and get back as and when I can. Well, if you've watched that football, I hope your heart's just about chilled out a little bit. Mine's still going 10 to a dozen. And as a Grimsby Town fan, you'd think I'd be used to doing it the hard way. But no, that game took a lot out of me, but we won. We're through. Difficult next game against Mexico, and then potentially Brazil, I think I've just heard, and then Argentina in the semis. So, yeah, great little run-in. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, I've been watching, reading, listening to the information coming out that two police officers involved in the Henry Nowak incident situation. The two police officers that was attending him after he'd been stabbed by the Sikh Vikram Digwar, I think. And the two police officers, obviously, you know, we all know the story. They didn't even believe that he'd been stabbed. Took 8 minutes or so to find a stab wound. I mean, come on. But anyway, again, that's not the point. The point is this: two officers are being prosecuted or investigated initially, and then hopefully they'll get prosecuted. Now everybody's saying that's good. It's about time. It's you know, it's justice. Again, as I state in a lot of my videos, this is these are my opinions on the situation. These aren't down as facts. These are what I see, what I feel, what I hear, what I read, whatever. Two police officers are getting investigated or charged. I'm not quite sure what the terminology is right now. But if you look at the video, there's a minimum of 3 officers, at least, in the beginning. Then added officers arrive and continue questioning the Sikh guy whilst trying to cuff, restrain, arrest and read his what are they called, his I can't think, rights. You know, you have the right to remain silent and all that gubbins. There's at least 3, maybe 4, 5 officers around at the moment that Henry Nowak actually died. When the acknowledgement comes out that he's bleeding from his mouth, and they eventually find the wounds, and then start calling for an ambulance and so on, there's a minimum of 5 officers around. Now I understand the concept that the 2 officers that was directly involved in holding him, cuffing him, reading him his rights, so on and so forth, I understand the concept that they should get done for negligence or whatever they're getting done for. But for me, in my opinion, the other officers that was there that said or did nothing when Henry said 9 times I can't breathe and 4 times I've been stabbed, them officers that stood by had heard the other copper turn around and say, "No, I don't think you have, mate," without any sort of suggestion that they had a you know, a bit of a neb at his body where he says he's been stabbed. Them officers are equally culpable. They're equally as complicit in Henry Nowak not being able to get immediate treatment. Whether it would have changed the outcome or not, nobody will know. No matter what anybody says, no matter what a medic professional, I'm losing my train of thought tonight, sorry, that football's done me. No matter what a professional medical might say that it wouldn't have changed anything, if you'd have not had to wait 8 minutes for them to find a wound, then there's a fair, who's to say what could have happened? So all those officers that were stood by that did not say to the colleagues that was pinning him, shall we not look for a knife wound? Do you not, you know, is it not worth investigating, like moving his clothes and stuff? They are equally culpable and equally complicit in the death in custody of Henry Nowak. So I'm not, for one, not that it matters that it's me, but I, for one, I'm not accepting with open arms the knowledge and the fact that 2 officers are getting investigated, because I think every single person that was there at that time is, like I say, culpable, complicit in his death, which is a death in custody. So personally, I think everybody there should be investigated, named. They should be all put up for culpable homicide, culpable murder, however we word it. They should all be discharged immediately from the police force. They should have their pensions stopped. They should not receive a penny in pensions for their service because of what happened on that fateful evening. Again, just my opinion. So I'm now going to go and try and calm down and do some tea after that bloody match. As always, take care, look after yourselves, look after your friends, your neighbours, your elders and your relatives, people near you, in your house, in your street, on your sofa, whatever, people that you talk to far away. If you go through town, see somebody, give them a gentle hello, you know, whatever, it don't hurt. Don't even take 10 seconds. All right, mate, sort of thing. Look after yourself. So stay safe, stay proud and stay loud. Peace.